I want to move on to Montrell Culbreath, a German American youth international. He's represented both Germany, mostly represented Germany at the youth level. He's played the U16, U17, U18, U19, but he's also played 3 times for the United States at the U16 level. Looks like at the moment he's going to represent Germany, the highest level. He's a Bayern. It plays at Bayer Leverkusen. People might wonder, like, oh, well, what's his America connection? He's a Kaiserslautern product. Anyone who knows a little bit about Kaiserslautern knows that that's one of the largest U.S. colonies in Europe, period, because of the U.S. military base in Rammstein. So that's the connection right there. But from what we've seen, his market value has already exploded to 15 million euros. Is still only 19. Very exciting young winger. I think we're going to see a lot of him in the Bundesliga this upcoming season.
Yeah, we've already seen a lot of him in the last of the second half of the season at Leverkusen. That was kind of surprised that he had such a big role in the second half of the season, because Leverkusen spent more than 200 million euro last summer. And they have had a lot of big names in the squad, but the one that probably surprised the most, next to Ibrahim Maza, was probably Montrell Culbreath. He signed a contract running until 2030 in January. So that actually points out that he will probably play an even bigger role next season. Even though I'm very excited to see, because he's the perfect fit for a wing back in a back three system. But Carlos Martinez, the new head coach of Bayer Leverkusen, plans to play with the back four. So I think in this system, he's more of a right wing than a right back. And I'm very excited to see how he will handle this kind of new situation for him, and if he can sustain that big role as a true right wing at Bayer Leverkusen. That will be very, very excited to see.
Yeah, I mean, he's listed as an attacking midfielder, which can mean all sorts of things these days. But yeah, I just think it's a really fascinating player. So quick, so dynamic. Really quick decision making as well when he has the ball in the final third. And I think we already mentioned Jürgen Klopp with Noel Aseko. Here's another guy, I think, if he does well in the Bundesliga, because of the way Jürgen Klopp likes to play and like the counter pressing and all that sort of stuff, or to use the German word gegenpressing, right, is something that a young player like Culbreath. So if you're listening to this and you're excited, young US talent, he's eligible to play for the United States, I have a sense that Klopp might nail this guy down pretty quickly to make sure he doesn't represent another country.
Yeah, that might be true. And I mean, I would love to see him for the German national team, to be honest, as a German, obviously. That's kind of the perfect system for him. As you said, he's so quick and so dynamic. He's just, whenever you see him on the pitch, he's 90% of the time he's sprinting, running, like no pause. And that's the kind of working attitude that you need for the German national team, and also for Bayer Leverkusen. So I think that's why I always like talents that you can see that they are hungry, and that they want to play more, that they want to work, that they want to improve. And he's one of those guys. He's one of those guys where you just know he will make his path which way, the one way or the other. That's the way to say it. Yeah.